Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Vigucci, and I would love to formally introduce you to Vigucci's Kitchen. So, I've been wanting to do this series for a long time. As you guys know, I am a West African girl, so a lot of my food influences come from my culture. I'm also American, so America's kind of like a melting pot of everything. So you guys are going to be getting a little bit of everything, okay? But for today's episode, I'm going to be making one of my most requested dish. I'm going to be making coconut jollof. I make this with corned beef and shrimp, okay? I put a little sauce in it. And then I'm going to be making it with stewed chicken on the side and plantain on the side. And if you guys would like to see how I create this dish, stay tuned. But oh my god, welcome to Vigucci's Kitchen.
Yeah, you got that yummy, that yummy, that yummy, yummy.
So guys, to recreate this dish, these are the ingredients you're going to be needing. I'm going to have these ingredients listed in the description box below. I wanted to show you guys all of it and show you guys that I do prep and chop up all my stuff before I cook. It makes it easier. If you like wine or if you like to drink, now's the time to grab your bottle. I like sweet wine, so we need to get lit while we cook, honey. So we're going to begin with boiling our meat. We're going to boil our meat for about 20 minutes. I'm going to grab Maggi, which is the best seasoning in the world. If you're African, you know what's up, okay? I'm going to add some salt and I'm going to grab some onions, okay? Now that I'm done seasoning it, I'm going to turn it around and let that boil for about 20 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on my rice. So I've let my water come to a boiling point, and now I'm adding my rice, and I'm going to allow my rice to cook for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to strain the water. Now I'm going to start prepping for my shrimp, honey. I've added in oil, onions, and garlic, okay? If you want to know the type of oil I'm using vegetable oil. You can honestly use any. To prep my shrimp, I'm using Maggi, and I'm also using suya pepper, okay? I love suya pepper. And then I'm also grabbing some thyme and some salt. Just a little bit though, okay? I love to season my food, but make sure you taste your food as you go. It is so important to taste your food as you go. I've been cooking now for a long time, so I kind of know how to eyeball seasoning. I'm going to go ahead and dump my shrimp into that seasoning, or into the pot, excuse me. And once that's cooked for about 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and scoop that out, because you don't want to overcook your shrimp, okay? If you overcook your shrimp, it's going to shrink and it's going to get so tiny. That's such a waste of good shrimp, okay? Excuse me dancing. I'm going to go ahead and get started on my jollof sauce. I'm using some of those leftover juiciness from the shrimp. I'm adding in my tomato sauce, and then I'm adding in about 2.5 cans of this. I'm making a large portion for my family. You guys don't need this much. In this, I just added in 4 things of pepper that I already blended up. I'm adding in some thyme and curry, of course. Those are very, very important. And I'm going to turn that around and let it cook. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to let that boil for about 10 minutes. Make sure that you guys are tasting as you go, okay? And I'm also adding in my coconut milk. This is where the remix and the freaking happens, okay? Because anybody can make jollof rice, but not everybody can make coconut jollof rice. Anyways, I'm going to get started on frying my meat now, okay? I'm grabbing some of that meat stock and I poured it into my sauce for the jollof, and now I'm adding in the seasoning. If you guys know, it's the same old seasoning. The only difference now is I added in some chicken rub seasoning. It's same salt, Maggi, suya pepper type of sauce, okay? If you guys keep up with my cooking, you're gonna see this a lot. Excuse me while I almost burn this house down while I'm frying this chicken, but I'm dumping in all the chicken, and now I'm adding in that rice to the sauce, okay? This is my rice that I've strained all the water out. I'm going to mix that all together, and I'm going to let it cook. I'm not going to add no extra water because you don't want your rice overcooking. And now I'm adding in the corned beef. The corned beef doesn't really need to cook for that long, and I'm adding in the shrimp. And you just turn it around and let that cook and get done, okay? Add your seasoning and make sure you taste as you go. I always tell you guys, taste as you go. So for my plantain, I'm adding in a little bit of salt, okay? This is like the perfect accent to your plantain. Take my word for it, just a little bit. And now I'm going to be making the sauce for my meat. I'm pouring in my onions, garlic, and bell pepper, honey. In a second, you're gonna see that. But once I've added in my bell pepper, I am gonna add my tomatoes in next, okay? Once my tomato is in, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my pepper, my blended pepper. That's about 4 pepper as well. And then I'm gonna add in some Maggi, okay? I love Maggi. I cannot make anything without Maggi being in it. I'm adding in my sauce, honey, and now I'm gonna be adding in my canned tomatoes. Love canned tomatoes, or my tomato paste. I love that. It tastes so good. And this is what my sauce is looking like. So I'm gonna let that boil, okay? But before it's boiling, I make sure that I season it with the same old curry, thyme, Maggi, salt. While that's getting done, my rice is looking ready. My plantain is looking fried, and my sauce is looking good. Honey, okay? If you've gotten to this process, you are almost done, okay? It is just now time to finalize your seasoning. You're going to see me taste this a million times, okay? Add some more, taste. Add some more, taste, okay? You want to get it just right. Now I'm scooping out my plantains. They're perfectly golden, like brown, I would say. And now I'm adding in some of my fried chicken and turkey into my meat sauce. Oh my goodness, guys. This is when the magic happens, okay? This is when you literally just lose your mind. This was so freaking good. I literally have been fighting my friends off from eating it, but it's finally time to enjoy. So, as you can see, I just finished making the food. The boys just got home. Everybody say hey. What do you think about the rice?
This shit is dope.
I have to try this. This is how like family.
This shit is falling off the bone.
What did you just say?
So why? The price just went up.
Now.
It's skyrocket.
Now.
That shit is loaded. You just added value to your life. Nonsense.
Don't take nonsense.
No man.
Period. Never.
Matter of fact, you can get married just cooking a dish like this. The guy with big bright rice. Because you see reason for why he's staying with bright rice.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Do you guys want to say bye?
Enter.
Enta.
It's a good bad.
Cereal.